back for another episode, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own pea protein at home, and there's a couple reasons why. One is to save some cash, because what I have here, which is just a pea protein isolate from a wholesaler, is what these protein companies get themselves. All they do is add some sweetness like stevia and add some natural flavors, and then they put an extra $40, $50 on the price just by adding a couple of ingredients. And I'd rather do that myself at home, and it's super easy, and you can even change around the additive ingredients to best suit what flavors that you like. For one, I'm using a high quality cacao powder, which is going to have a lot of minerals to support my workout. I'm going to tell you the second reason why I do it is because you don't really know what kind of artificial flavors they're really adding into these protein powders. Especially on the cheaper ends of the protein powders, they're adding things like gums and xanthan gum, which acts as a diuretic in your system. So there's a few pea proteins that you can actually get. This is kind of the entry level, the cheapest one that I could get, but the minimum requirement that I found, non-GMO, non-genetically modified. That tells me that at least there's not going to be any harsh pesticides that are being sprayed on the peas themselves. And the second one you can get is an organic pea protein. This will run you a little bit more money. And then the final and probably the best quality pea protein isolate you can get is an organic one that is sprouted. Before this video, I bought a 5 kilo bag, and this was running me around 11 bucks per kilo. And just adding in a bit of cacao, you're probably looking at about, I don't know, $13 for your 1 kilo protein, and that can save you some cash. And we're doing just a chocolate flavored pea protein today, and there's a reason why I like adding cacao in it specifically, is because cacao has an amazing amount of minerals such as magnesium, which can really fuel you around your workouts. It has some potassium in there, but it also has some flavonoids and some polyphenols that have been shown to have anti-inflammatory effects. And cacao also contains something called theobromine, which is similar to caffeine, but it has effects such as, you know, improved cognition, improved cardiovascular health, and actually helps with in sleep. So that's why there's so many great compounds in cacao itself. I love adding it as kind of like the chocolate flavor in my pea protein. Anyways, let's get into this little recipe and prepare. I'm gonna make a little 500 gram batch, and then you guys can replicate it at home.
Now, what's great about pea protein is the amount of leucine available in it. So in a scoop of pea protein, you're getting about 3 or 4 grams of leucine. And why I'm mentioning this is because it's very important to trigger muscle protein synthesis. This is an amino acid that is an essential to trigger MPS. So that's why it's such a great supplement to have, especially around workouts. And it's recommended to get about 3 to 4 grams of leucine per meal, and this is to ensure that you're triggering MPS if your goal is to build muscle. Now, I'll put on the screen some great sources of leucine from whole foods, so you can start including it in your diets.
And there we have it, a chocolate protein shake. And now, like I said, I never really have it like this. I like adding fruit, maybe some nut butter, some flaxseed, and it really creates, you know, more of like a whole food. But if you do want to have just a shake itself, I highly recommend that you do add like stevia or xylitol like I added now. And you're probably thinking, xylitol, that probably doesn't sound too healthy, and why wouldn't you use stevia instead? And you can use stevia, but stevia is another alcohol-based sweetener. It has erythritol, which I believe, but you know, don't be too stressed about having a little bit of you know, these artificial sweeteners like xylitol or stevia added. So anyways, let's give this a nice taste. Still very cacao powder, but the xylitol kind of takes that edge off of the bitterness and that dryness you usually get from the cacao powder. But like I said, I never really have it like this. I rather add a banana. Here we go. Oh mate, that is delicious. Now this recipe is like a milk chocolate protein, but if you did like dark chocolate like myself, I add double the amount of cacao. So instead of the 50 grams, you add in 100, okay? This is definitely gonna give a very strong cacao flavor, but you're getting more of the benefits from the cacao. You're getting around a 10 to 15 gram serving per protein scoop, and that's kind of like that recommended dose to get those benefits from the cacao. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this nice protein shake. I hope you guys learned something new, especially in terms of leucine and muscle protein synthesis. Don't forget, if you are interested in a specific topic, don't be shy, leave it in the comments below and I'll definitely dig into it in another episode. And don't forget to like this video, guys, and subscribe. Again, we're such a small community, and I'm definitely keen to get this subscriber number to 500. So I'll see you guys in the next one.